I would say that it really begins with working for good people. There's nothing worse than having a great company, great product offering, a great brand, but have trouble with just dealing with the people that are on your team. My personal philosophy is to really meet people where they're at, right? Before you want to take them on a journey. There are days when I feel like I'm more of a psychologist and a coach than an actual marketer, because if you can get people to move at least one tick to the right across a larger group of people, I'll take that any day of the week and twice on Sunday versus just having one real superstar. It's about having influence. My philosophy is you treat everyone like they're the CEO. And whether it's the receptionist, whether it is the CEO, they have a point of view that you may never get because you're not on the front line. When you get a chance to interview frontline, midline, and top line employees, you start to get this rich tapestry. And I think it's incredibly valuable for the actual research. To have executives seeing frontline people talking about the messaging before they actually signed off on it was incredibly powerful, because it tends to knock down those silo walls and talk about commercially, what are we trying to do? It allows everyone to have some skin in the game and actually feel like they're a part of the process. Because to have them articulate it in a way that in many ways was better than they would have ever dreamed, allowed the energy and support for the overall brand program to really accelerate. And it got to the point where every time we gave an update on the brand, we made a point to start off with some video and typically end with some video to make sure that we got people in the right mindset of we're all trying to win. We're all trying to grow the balance sheet. Marketing is a vehicle that allows the entire organization to really center itself on what the mission for that company is all about. And it has to be a certain level of trust that people are going to own their craft and bring their specialties to the program without overpowering their philosophy and their design. For Superior, it was really more of an endorse strategy where you wanted to excavate the value of these really large flagship brands, but also bring about the Superior brand, and we use SPN as a vehicle to take them on a trip into the future, right? To go out on 3 horizons and say, imagine if we innovate, but in a very practical way. Imagine if we had a consistent value proposition. Imagine if we had a visual identity that matched the messaging with the actual true spirit of the company. You started to create a very natural, well, of course it should be founders mindset. Of course it should be this SPN hexagon, which really gave us this affiliation. So that if you saw the hexagon mesh the messaging with the actual visual experience, all 7 business units could say we're part of the same family. It's almost like you start to create some magic, right? Because you can see the emotional response starting to happen. I mean, marketing at the end of the day is about telling a story better than others to get people to get an emotional response to your brand. And once you get emotional in marketing, the rest is history. Decision making is the crux of every great marketing project. And for me, I talk about thinking about things on 3 sets of 3s. What is the impact or outcome of your decision in 3 minutes, 3 months, 3 years? And if you can get out to 3 years and you still feel good about taking a particular action, you probably should go ahead and do it. But if it gets to 3 weeks or even 3 days, you might want to rethink that one. You know, people talk about the fact that, you know, people are really brilliant, but I say half of what you do is how smart you are. And the other half is how you do it. And how you act and how you speak and how you carry yourself does in fact have a huge impact on the overall outcome, but also the future return on the time that you may spend with particular individuals. That one moment of truth could accelerate someone's desire and their fire to drive whatever part of the business they're in. I think the products are less critical to me. I think it's about the ability to lead and to mentor, and again, helping people to find their voice, understanding different target markets and how to communicate to folks that don't naturally look like you, talk like you, and most importantly, think like you. And to be able to tap into that insight of how do you engage people in a way that makes them feel like they want to follow your vision, and that the collaboration and the improvisation that we do to come up with great ideas has really been second to none. I hope that I have an opportunity to experience that once again.